Thank you, Chair Molinar. Thank you to all of our members for coming. Thank you, Speaker Emerita Pelosi. Thank you, Speaker McCarthy, former Speaker McCarthy, for coming. Thank you to all of you. A philosopher once said, the secret to happiness is freedom, and the secret to freedom is courage. Today I brought a visual which is indelibly printed in our minds, and that is of the tank man in Tiananmen Square. This man stood up to power, and many stood with him, including many of those who are present today. But people had a choice that day, either to stand with him or stand with the tank. And for far too long, too many people stood with the tank. And the tank represented the thuggish, brutal Chinese Communist Party, which sought to squash the freedom of this man and countless others, not only then, but today. Today we have to remember that when Chairman Xi Jinping says he will, quote, crack down hard on subversion and separatist activities, and that he will crack down on enemy forces, he's telling the world that the CCP will send those tanks again against anyone that stands up for freedom, and he will deem his own people enemies of the state. We've seen this in Xinjiang. We've seen this in Tibet. We saw this last week in Hong Kong, where a man who was commemorating the Tiananmen Square massacre was thrown into jail because he was allegedly peddling in, quote, seditious content. And so today we say in one voice, in a bipartisan fashion, no more silence. No more silence about the Uyghur genocide in Xinjiang. No more silence about Tiananmen Square. No more silence about the cultural genocide happening in Tibet. No more silence about the political persecution that countless others are facing today in the People's Republic of China. Instead, we're going to stand for freedom. We're going to stand with anyone who does the same. So, Chairman Molinar, I want to say thank you today for commemorating Tiananmen Square and remembering the victims of Tiananmen Square. But today is not just about remembering, but it's also a call to action. And we're going to act in support of those who stand for freedom, not only in Tiananmen Square, but everywhere in the world.